or greater. And what we're looking at here, estimated by Doppler radar, hail the size 2 1/4 inches in diameter and a BTI over 7. So damaging winds and tornado touchdowns likely here just to the north and northeast of Locust Grove. Moving into Fincherville at 6:47, Worthville at 6:50, Stewart at 6:54, towards Bethel near the top of the hour, and continuing to track very rapidly now at about 50 miles an hour towards the east. Here's a look at the tower cam again, our live picture, this towering cumulonimbus cloud, the tremendous amount of lightning, kind of the cauliflower look at the top of the cloud as we have a very, very powerful convective development with that storm. Under this storm, certainly tremendous amounts of lightning as you see it illuminate today, Glenn.
Yeah, indeed. In fact, John Bachman is sitting right next to this storm out in Carroll County now. John, I can't even imagine. We're looking at continuous cloud-to-ground lightning. We're looking at hail, and we're looking at a lot of wind. What can you report?
Yeah, well, I can't report about the wind, but I certainly can tell you we are seeing a lot of the lightning you guys are talking about, the cloud-to-ground, the brilliant streaks, if you will. We've been sort of missing a lot of the heaviest storms that have blown through here up until right about now. We've witnessed the rain sort of pick up over the last 5 to 10 minutes, and we're getting some steady downpours now. We're actually hunkered down underneath an overhang behind a gas station here, watching the storm blow over us and watching really a very impressive lightning storm.
John, where exactly are you? We're looking at Bremen, looking at Temple, Mount Zion. Where exactly are you located?
Yeah, we are right along I-20 in Carroll County off of Highway 61, just south of Interstate 20, about less than a mile, just a little east or just a little west of Villa Rica.
Oh, we're seeing exactly where you are now, and it looks like you're looking maybe more toward the south and southwest to see that incredible cloud-to-ground lightning. So you're on the north side of the supercell thunderstorm, the heaviest rain and hail on your south side, just passing through Bremen, passing through Mount Zion. We just got another update. So here's Highway 61, State Highway 61. So we are seeing you out there. Will you tell us, have you seen any damage on your way out on I-20? Because we had reports of lots of accidents and a lot of hail. Have you seen any damage, John?
Well, we just checked. I got a note about a bad car pileup, several cars piled up on I-20. But I think that's in the Alabama line because we didn't see anything along Interstate 20. The initial report was Carroll County and Douglas County line. We didn't see anything there as we crossed over from Douglas into Carroll County. I can tell you, though, I did get an email from a viewer in Carroll County down in Carrollton. I think it was from that last storm that blew through there that had a gigantic softball-sized chunk of hail. And I know we sent the picture in, so hopefully we can get that on the air for you all. But very impressive stuff from that last cell that moved through there. And again, as you mentioned, I think I'm watching to the southwest, watching the most of that lightning move to the south of where we are, just off of Interstate 20 right now.
Well, John, as you move through that, you're going to be going west on I-20, I assume. It looks like we have the development of more storms that are now in eastern Alabama, more supercell thunderstorms that are going through, passing just north-south and to the north and south of Anniston, and that seems to be the last of the storms as they approach with our cold front. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these supercells that are about to move across into the Georgia-Alabama state line again. So these areas are getting what's called training. They're getting one storm after the other, just getting pounded, especially Carrollton, especially Bowden. We've seen the very large hail, and of course we had the one storm that we had a lot of viewers email me about a 50-car or more pileup on I-20 over toward the Anniston area in Alabama. So it was a very dangerous storm. And I think John and Monica have some new video coming in of a possible thundercloud.
Well, we actually do. This was shot along Highway 1941 in Henry County near Hampton by a viewer named Kyle. And there you see it, right there on the left center of your screen, what would certainly appear to be a funnel cloud, Glenn.
Indeed. In fact, you're seeing the whole base of that thunderstorm just, again, rotating here. If you look at it, you can see kind of a massive-looking cloud, and that's the wall cloud. That's the feature that I've been telling you about, where to look and where you find the tornadoes that occur from that wall cloud. And that, if you look in the encyclopedia or on the internet, you're going to see that exact same picture next to wall cloud and tornado. That is a classic textbook example, and it looks like, from what I can see, and kind of a shaky video, obviously, but I'd be scared to death driving that way, but you can see a little bit where that may have touched down briefly or twisted some trees out of there, but you can certainly see that. And the storms continue now. We're going to get ready now to get a whole lot more severe thunderstorm warnings. Just been fired up again across eastern Alabama, where another round is now developing. And again, one after the other. The strongest storms are going to be approaching our western metro Atlanta area in a matter of a few moments. They're traveling at speeds between 50 and sometimes as high as 70 miles per hour. So the southern part of Polk County, looks like Haralson County again, Carroll County again, maybe down toward Heard County and perhaps toward the Troup County area. This is a vicious storm here that is approaching the Douglas County area and southern Paulding County and heading toward the city of Atlanta. The BTI index is very confident at 7.4 that we may have this tornado embedded in this thunderstorm and may produce a tornado. All the conditions in this supercell thunderstorm are right for that to happen. We haven't had any warning yet on that, but the BTI is at 7.4, and you can see it's moving slightly south of due east. So let's put a track on this skid here. Looks like Fairburn, Riverdale going to be involved in that. Sand Hill, 654, Hannah, 705, McWhorter, 709. So we're adjusting that as it moves toward the east. We're watching this very intently here across Butts County. It's north of Jackson now, moving again a little bit more to the south of due east. Hail size, 3 inches in diameter here, and some of that hail has been reaching the ground. We had reports in Palmetto, we had reports in Tyrone, anywhere between 2.5 and 3.5 inch hailstones that were hitting the ground. So very impressive. Brad's looking at it now with our Storm Tracker 2 in 3D. Again, this is like an MRI. As we look at this like an MRI, we'll peel back the layers and you can see the hail embedded in that thunderstorm we were just looking at, which is now across the northern part of Butts County. Tremendous amount of hail as we move toward Jasper, Morgan, Oconee, and Oglethorpe County, where tornado warnings are in effect. Let's go back to our tower cam, take a look at this impressive storm. Can you tell me where we're looking now from the control room, where we're looking at this as it moves? I'm not sure whether this is our airport tower cam or our station tower cam, but you can see this station. We're looking toward the south there, and that is the storm that is just producing enormous amounts of lightning. But when we have the supercells, most of that lightning is going to be cloud to cloud, embedded in the cloud. When you have a lot of hail that's bumping into each other, a lot of ice crystals bumping into each other, you have a positive charge that rips up to the top of the cloud and negative charges at the bottom of the cloud. And you see all that interchange of it's basically static electricity in the cloud. Tremendously powerful bolts, but most of them are going to remain inside that supercell thunderstorm. They are quite some creatures of nature. Again, very powerful, the most powerful, and will continue now to move toward the east at a pretty good clip, between 50 and 70 miles per hour. Locally heavy rain, strong gusty winds, and the main threat from some of these is going to be some very large hail. If you look there, you can see that rotating thunderstorm as it approaches the Jasper and southern part of Morgan County.
Glenn, let me interrupt briefly here. I've just got an update on this particular storm. A tornado warning was just issued for this storm. As you said, Jasper County, the tornado warning in effect for eastern Jasper County now, and also for Putnam County until 7:45. So we're looking at this storm capable, in fact, probable that it's going to produce damaging winds and tornado touchdowns as it moves very rapidly towards the east-southeast at about 60 miles an hour. And it's about 18 miles west of Monticello, moving towards Shady Dale, Eatonton, and Phoenix. Again, a tornado warning, a new one just issued for eastern Jasper and Putnam County until 7:45. You see the pink, the gray, and almost black shade. That's where we're seeing the very highest reflectivity values, where we have the likelihood of some hail. In addition to that, look right here at the bottom right corner of your screen. BTI of 7.4. That's a scale of 1 to 10. Anytime it gets up to a 5 or above, start to get concerned. 7 or above, then you have very likely that you've got a tornado either on the ground or imminent. So Glenn and I will continue to track this as it's passing through extreme northern Butts County, north of Jackson, into Stewart at 6:53, Bethel around the top of the hour, Calvin at 7:01, and off towards Blackwell at 7:02. It's also headed towards the Eatonton area here within the next 20 to 30 minutes.
Right. You know, a lot of folks sometimes take a little drive out in the boats there on Lake Oconee. Might want to give them a call, get them inside. No doubt going to have tornado warning sirens going off if they're available in these areas. But the large hail is very evident here, and some very bright colors starting to show up where they should not be. We don't like to see this at all, where you have winds going